What's up, everybody? Welcome to 2025 Topps Heritage Baseball Hobby Box eBay Team Break number 1. Glad to have you here at Roper's Rips tonight. Carrying on this Heritage release. It came out, I guess, going on 2 weeks ago. Not quite, though. It's been really good to us here at Roper's Rips. We've ripped open a couple cases for player breaks. We've done a couple 4 hobby box pick your team breaks. And now we're doing a cheapie for the people over here from the eBay store. This is a 1 hobby box break tonight. Let's go through our team owner list really fast. And then we've got a few rules per eBay rules that we'll have to go over with you per our contract before we get started. So let's say what's up to everybody first. Arizona Diamondbacks tonight. Going to be Chris Moore in the house. Good luck, brother. Those Braves is Joshua Thompson. That's his squad. Baltimore Orioles, Jeremy Sibley. Good to see you again, my friend. Eric Tovar has the Boston Red Sox tonight. Those Cubbies, Chicago Cubs, going to Todd Moore. That's his team. Other side of town, he's got the Chicago White Sox repping the entire Windy City tonight. Todd Moore, let's go. The Big Red Machine with Ellie De La Cruz. Chris Miller working with his team tonight. Mike Reed in the house, and he's got his Cleveland Guardians tapping them. Todd Moore working with the Colorado Rockies tonight. Tyson Kawhi in the house with the Detroit Tigers. Good to see you, brother. Houston Astros is Eric Tovar in the building. Todd Kramer has his Kansas City Royals tonight. Halos, Los Angeles Angels is Sean. Sean, how do I pronounce your last name? Is it Sutrafello or Cutrafello? Or neither? I'll let you come back and tell me, brother. Okay. I actually go through sometimes and I look at how to pronounce people's names, and I looked yours up, and now I'm just like, I don't know. But Sean Cutrafello in the house with the Angels tonight. Eric Ennis in the building. He's got the Los Angeles Dodgers. Looking for some Roki Sasaki action. Taking it down to South Beach with those Miami Marlins is Todd Moore in this one. The coach, Wayne Brimley, working with the Brew Crew, the Milwaukee Brewers, and those Minnesota Twins. Wayne Brimley, Milwaukee Brewers, and Minnesota Twins. Chris Moore has the New York Mets. Other side of the Big Apple, those Bronx Bombers going to Artie Giordano Jr. in the house tonight. Good to see you, brother. Artie also has the Oakland Athletics with Jacob Wilson, possible rookies out here as well. Those Phillies, the Philadelphia Phillies, going to Sean C. as well. The Buccos, the Pittsburgh Pirates, going to Chris Moore tonight. The Friars, the San Diego Padres, is Joe Hensel in this one. Those San Francisco Giants, going to be Joe Hensel as well. Eric Tovar working with the Seattle Mariners tonight. The Redbirds, St. Louis Cardinals, is Todd Kramer. Tampa Bay Rays is Todd Moore. The Texas Rangers is Jeremy Sibley as well. Eric Tovar working with the Toronto Blue Jays. And those Washington Nationals with top rookies James Wood and Dylan Cruz is going to be Kenneth O'Brien in this one. All right. Before we get started, I got a few rules to go over, but I do want to let you know tomorrow we'll be ripping some more of this National Treasures. First off the line, we've got a Pick Your Team break that'll be dropping at 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Features this first off the line box that I'm holding right here, along with a box of 2024 Heritage Baseball High Number. So 2 good 2024 products coming together. We've got a price preview and a team checklist that I put together and loaded over onto Excel spreadsheet. I copied it over there for you that you can check out in advance if you want to get in that one. Our first break was absolutely insane, so I do urge you to check out the replay of that break and come and join us for some National Treasures tomorrow. Now, per eBay rules, number 1, make sure you check out the eBay monthly sweepstakes. You can find a link to that at the top of you can find a link to that at the top of each one of our item listings over on eBay. Just click on that link for more rules and guidelines on how to enter the eBay monthly sweepstakes. No purchase necessary to enter that monthly sweepstakes. For the purposes of this break right here, all cards going to stay on the table at all times for your viewing pleasure. We're going to pop this box open. We're going to pull all the packs out, and we'll go through the cards. Everything ships with Roper's Rips. That's right. You're going to get all your cards, and you're going to get them fast. We got the fastest shipping outside of Santa Claus. Even sometimes St. Nick can't keep up. We got sleeves. We got top loaders over here for your more premium hits. We may not sleeve up every single insert as we go through the break, but I promise you, as soon as the break's over, we'll get all those sleeved up for you. And into your package, we'll after we get everything sorted, sleeved, top loaded, all that good stuff, We'll put all your cards in a team bag. We'll put some additional bubble wrap around it. We only use 3 pieces of tape, but we tape it so well that it adds a firmness to your package. We'll do 2 horizontal, 1 vertical around some extra bubble wrap and into a 9x6 bubble mailer. And on the way to you, if you have too many cards to fit in a bubble mailer, we'll use a 6x6x6 box or an appropriate size box. For the purposes of this break, probably not, unless you're combining a bunch of breaks together or something like that. 9x6 bubble mailer will probably be the trick. Other than that, I just need everybody to kick back, relax, and enjoy the break. You're now rocking with old Jim Hands. Let's get it on. Mills Lane style, baby. Come on now. We're looking for exclusive base dark blue parallels and light blue sparkle variations in these. 1 autograph or relic card in every single box of this 2025 Heritage. The good times begin with Topps, bringing back the 1976 Topps design. That's what Heritage, kind of the theme for it is. It always goes back in time, and each year consecutively. Last year was 75 Topps with those facsimile autographs on the top of them. This year into the 76 version. 75, 76, both great years for baseball. Now, in the past, you might have found some box loaders on top of each one of these. Not this year. This year, any of those type of cards, like you might find the buybacks that you would in the past. It's got the buyback stamp on them. You might find those in the actual packs this year. So no box loaders or anything like that. All right, first pack. Good luck, everybody. If it was a larger break, I'd open them all at the same time. But for the purpose of this one box break, we'll just open them one at a time. I won't go this extensively through every single base card, but I will give you a look here at the stock. This is Mark Vientos for the New York Mets, Kumar Rocker for the Texas Rangers, Colt Keith, Bobby Witt Jr., Donovan Solano. Here's a Francisco Lindor. These are called Redefine. This insert right here, they got a green back to them. Francisco Lindor, nice one for the Mets right there. Chris Moore. Sonny Gray for the St. Louis Cardinals. That's going to be Todd Kramer in this one, taking the Sonny Gray dark blue. And a Jake Bloss there. Jake Bloss, rookie card. For the Toronto Blue Jays. These are tough to open by hand most of the time, but hey, look at it, man. Just I say that, and I'll pop it right open. Tyler O'Neill, Brady Singer, Otto Lopez. We got gold coming right here, everybody. We got gold coming. Let's go. Rookie Sasaki. I'll do a little top rookie pile right there so we get them taken care of for you. Yandy Diaz, gold action coming right here for Pete Fairbanks, Tampa Bay Rays. Todd Moore, get yourself on the board. 49 of 50. Right there on the gold refractor, gold chrome, 49 of 50, Pete Fairbanks. TJ Friedel, dark blue for the Cincinnati Reds and Chris Miller. And then there's a Tyler Fitzgerald in the back. Nice one for Pete Fairbanks going up on the board first. We'll take it all day. Pete Fairbanks, Tampa Bay Rays. Todd Moore. Todd's got a few teams, and you know what they say, or you know what I say. Get a lot of teams, get a lot of hits. Let's go, Todd. Put that sleeve back in line. There's Brandon Drury. Looking a lot like Mike Trout over there, doing his best Mike Trout impression. Hey, here's one of those 76 borders coming right here. Mitchell Parker. Here's a triple for Bobby Witt Jr., Kansas City Royals, Todd Kramer, Blue Jays, Eric Tovar, Yankees, Artie. If someone owns over 50% of a card, they'll take the card outright, but for the sake of this one, nobody does. We'll stack our doubles and triples over here at the end of the break. We'll roll a die to see who takes these type of cards. So there's a nice one. Hey, Willie Castro, 32 of 76. Of course, 76, the year that these are replicating right here. 32 of 76. Minnesota Twins, the coach, Wayne Brimley, taking that Willie Castro. Very nice, Wayne. Adrian Del Castillo for the Diamondbacks and Chris Moore there on the chrome. Jackson Merrill for the Padres. These cards that are numbered over 400 are short print in this year's product. You might find some of these in your package. Jackson Merrill there for the Padres and Joe Hensel. And then Gio Urshela for the Oakland A's. So a couple nice numbered hits over here to start the breakout. I do like that. If you're in our Topps Chrome Black, half case pick your team break number 4, that's going to rip tonight at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern. 10 o'clock p.m. Todd says, keep them going. Hey, let's go, Todd. Good to see you, brother. Yu Darvish on top. There's Stan the Man Musial on the all-time All-Stars. Got a lot of legends in that set. Gunnar Henderson, Baltimore Orioles. Logan O'Hoppe. There's a Jacob Hurtubise. And Big Christmas, Kinsey Noel, Cleveland Guardians. Mike Reed going to take that one for the PC. Nice chrome hit there. Jack Leiter and Drew Thorpe. Big Christmas, they call him. Kinsey Noel. Nice one for Mike Reed there. Next pack. Got Jonathan India on top. Brooks Lee for the Minnesota Twins. Wayne Brimley. I'm sorry. It's like I'm doing a case. Brooks Lee for the Minnesota Twins. Colton Cowser for the Orioles. Shota Imanaga for the Cubbies. Second-year version. Clayton Kershaw. Hey, we're going to get an autograph tonight. It's one autograph or relic, and in this edition, we're taking some ink, on-card ink, Minnesota Twins. The coach, Wayne Brimley, taking the David Festa rookie autograph. Let's go, Wayne. Get you some, brother. One for the coach. David Festa. He got the nod over Zebby Matthews, who's from my hometown, in the rotation to start the season there. Josh Naylor. This is that light blue sparkle we were talking about early on. Arizona Diamondbacks, Chris Moore taking that one. And Akita Montero. Close that pack out. All right, RBI leaders, Dodgers, Eric Ennis, Brewers, Wayne Brimley, and the Padres, Joe Hensel. We'll roll that one off. Otani, Adames, and Manny Machado. Seiya Suzuki, Jose Altuve, Devin Williams, Ryan Helsley. Got a backwards card coming right here. Austin Riley on the foil. Nice one right there for the Braves. Josh Thompson, Austin Riley foil hit right there. These are called 25th anniversary, and they archive a lot of the legendary sets from Topps. Mason Miller, light blue sparkle for the Oakland Athletics. Artie Giordano Jr., Griffin Conine. This is Jeff Conine's son right here. Rookie card for the Miami Marlins. I remember Jeff Conine. I think he played for the Marlins for the longest stint, if not. I don't know if he played the entirety of his career with them, but he did play for them for a long time. Shohei Ohtani for the Dodgers. Hey, look at him, back-to-back. There's a nice insert, a 24 record breaker card right there for Ohtani, for Shohei Ohtani. Eric Ennis has the Dodgers tonight. JT Ginn, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Brian Ramos. And here we go, Ellie De La Cruz, Shohei Ohtani, and Bryce Terang. Reds is Chris Miller. Dodgers is Eric Ennis. And the Brew Crew, Milwaukee Brewers, is Wayne Brimley. So another one we'll have to roll off there at the end. Shane Baz, dark blue there for the Tampa Bay Rays. Randy Arozarena for the Seattle Mariners. Next pack. And Kenneth says, Zebby Matthews is collecting dust on my fan. Do you have an NA spot for him, Kenneth, or do you have to keep him on your bench? See, in my league, we've got an NA spot that you can have a minor leaguer. I actually don't have Zebby. I have Travis Bazana, number 1 pick in last year's draft. I don't even know if he'll get called up yet, but he's on my bench in the NA spot. Nolan Gorman, Framber Valdez, Mitch Keller, Marco Luciano, all-time All-Stars, Ernie Banks there for the Cubs, and Todd Moore. Rob Refsnyder, Boston Red Sox, Eric Tovar with the white right there. Christian Yelich, dark blue, Houston Astros, Eric Tovar taking that one. And then Brandon Marsh there in the back. Zebby's been throwing really well. He had a little bit of a rougher outing his last time out. Had a few control issues, but I think it's a one-off because he's had excellent control, not only his whole career, but this season especially. Sometimes you just have an off day, and maybe that pushes him back a week or two. But I think he's on the verge of getting the call up right now. And you know, he was called up last season towards the end of the year. You don't have an NA spot. Yeah, that's rough. How many? Do you have a bunch of extra roster spots, or is he burning a hole in it for you? I hate having guys I can't use on my bench. You know, Brent Rooker for the A's twice. Double Brent Rooker. So nice. They put him in there twice. Artie Giordano has the A's. Jose Miranda matches the MLB record with a hit in 12 consecutive at-bats for Wayne Brimley there. Jose Miranda, he led the minors in home runs like, 3 seasons ago, something like that. Vaughn Grissom. Jairo Iriarte. Valente Belazzo for the Marlins. Walker Buehler for the Red Sox. And there he is, Dylan Cruz. Washington Nationals, one of our top rookies in the product. That's going to Kenneth O'Brien. You just saw Christian Walker like you saw him in person? Or you saw him do something? I'm doing pretty well so far. I'm tied for first in the league, but first in my division, up by like 10.5 games or something. And I played the team that was one game ahead of me last week and beat them 10-9, so we're all evened up. Young-Hoo Lee for the San Francisco Giants. I just got to win my division to get into the bye, though. Ryan Helsley and Emmanuel Clase for the Helsley Cardinals is Todd Kramer. Guardians, Mike Reed over here. Ariel Amador for the Colorado Rockies. Yuri Perez, Marlins. Josh Rojas. Here's a Francisco Lindor. Frankie in the house for Chris Moore over here. Griffin Jacks for the Twins. And Mel Ott for the San Francisco Giants. Oh, you saw his card fly by. Okay, I was wondering. I was like, dang, is he not out there tonight? Yeah, you got to specify me. I can be a little slow, you know. Marcelo Ozuna for the Braves. Jake Rogers for the Tigers. David Peterson for the Mets. Nathan Eovaldi for the Rangers. Jordan Lawler in the house. John James Audubon. A naturalist and artist. I wonder if he's who the Audubon is named after. Well, considering he's an American, maybe not. All right. Brendan Rodgers for the Rockies. Todd Moore over here. And Isaac Paredes for the Houston Astros. The guy I'm playing this week, Eric Carlson, he's in this group. He doesn't use relief pitchers at all, so he just totally gives up the saves and holds category to go after like wins, quality starts, strikeouts, and all that. He used all 3 of his moves this morning to go on top of all of his starts. He has like 17 starts against me this week. So like I didn't even make a move yet or try to add any pitchers because like there's no way I'm going to compete with innings pitched with that. You know, so it's basically going to come down to like, you know, he's got a bunch of mediocre pitchers, but if they have a good week, you know, he could really do well. Or if they have some blow-ups and, you know, you lose ERA and you're basically losing 4-6 instead of – it's going to be 6-4 one way or the other probably. You know what I'm saying? Jazz Chisholm Jr., Brendan Rodgers, Michael Massey, Luis Reyes, Julio Rodriguez, Andrew Jackson, President over here, Pete Alonso, New York Mets, Chris Moore. Over here, nice one on the light blue sparkle. Here's a triple for Chris Sell. Joshua Thompson has him. Phillies, that's the Braves. Phillies is Sean C. And the Cubs is Todd Morris. That's another one that'll go in the roll-off pile. So, I mean, and the guy I'm playing, Eric, he's a good friend, and he always does pretty well. So, I mean, this year it's not going as well for him. But, again, I can't compete with 17 starts, you know. So, like, I kind of have to just go with the flow of what I've got. You know what I mean? Yes. Well, I think the relievers and they like having. I have 3 closers and 2 setup guys, and they really help my ERA out a lot too. You know, you gotta. I just feel like if you go, you better have some good pitchers because if you're going with 17 starts and doing those, you know, 2-start pitchers that are kind of on the borderline, it's really tough to win ERA and WHIP with those guys. Now, if they come out and throw well, I will give it to him this week. He's actually got the few of the guys he picked up. You know, I was kind of looking at. I wasn't planning on picking them up, but I think he did well with the guys he picked up this week. Aaron Nola, C.J. Abrams, Geraldo Perdomo, like they could throw well. Like it could be competitive in those categories. Josh Naylor Aaron Schunk, Harrison Bader, Eric Wagaman for the Angels, Sean C., and Jack Flaherty for the Dodgers. So we'll see how it works out. But again, I'm going to have no chance probably in wins, strikeouts, quality starts. Like I'd say he's got those locked down, you know what I mean? But also when you start the 17 guys like that, it's really hard for you to win walks. Like we have 20 categories. It's hard for you to win walks and home runs too, because if you're throwing that many innings, you're probably going to lose those two categories as well. It comes down to basically in this situation, it comes down to ERA and WHIP on how your week is going to go. So you got to have a lot of confidence in the guys you're picking up. And again, he picked up some pretty good starts. I think he did a good job with that. So it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. Duke Ellis, Andrew Haney, Luis Reyes, San Diego Padres, Joe Hensel, Los Angeles Dodgers, Eric Ennis, Atlanta Braves, Josh Thompson. So we'll triple that up. Do we have daily changes? Yeah, we do have daily changes. Nico Horner. I mean, the setup guys, Mickey Mantle here for the Yankees. Grant Holman over here for the A's. Shout out to Grant's dad, Doug Holman, in the group over here. His son Grant just got called up here recently. He's been in some of our player breaks, taking Grant. Got to be cool to collect your son, right? Bo Naylor, Cleveland Guardians. So we're big Grant Holman fans here at Roper's Rips. Cleveland Guardians, Mike Reed, and Anthony Santander over here. Not having quite the hot season he did last year. Still with the Orioles in this one. You only do 12 categories. Yeah, so ours is limited. So you can have daily changes, Joe, but ours is limited to 3 moves per week. So you can't just change out pitchers every single day. You got to be strategic about it. You only get 3 moves per week. A lot of times, if I'm in a good spot, I'll actually save my move to grab a starting pitcher for a 2-start pitcher for the following week, or a hitter that I need for Monday and Thursday on moving days. So to kind of get myself ahead, like this week, that may be what I do. Nacho Alvarez Jr., Pete Alonso, Pete Fairbanks, Josh Smith, Kobe Mayo, Travis d'Arnaud for the LA Angels, Nathaniel Lowe, Nationals, and Bob Gibson over here for the Cardinals. Travis d'Arnaud, Angels, by the way, that's Sean C. Basically going to come down to hitting this week. I got an advantage to start the week because I think he's got a few guys down. You know, he had 2 guys that were didn't have 2 positions filled up today because of moving day, and then I think that the Guardians game got postponed, and there was like 3 more guys. Now they may have a doubleheader tomorrow. I don't know how that'll work out, but Max Fried, Freddie Freeman, Matt Chapman, Jaden Hill. Sean Manaea on the IL right now. Justin Robleski, rookie for the Dodgers, and Eric Ennis. How about Ben Rice, rookie? Nice one for the Yanks here. Artie taking the Ben Rice. I think that's a short print there, Artie. Let me move Justin. I was going to move Justin Robleski to the base pile, but it's actually a white. We'll put Ben Rice in there to get sleeve 2. And Justin Verlander for the Giants. Let me move these base off the table. Stack's getting a little high. I do love fantasy baseball and the strategy because, like I said, this guy I'm playing, Eric, he's a good friend, and he's done really well in the past. He's kind of always in the hunt. So this strategy hasn't, bit him. It's worked out for him in the past. So we'll see. Justin Henry Malloy, Garrett Cole. Everybody's got their own strategy. Sam Aldegari, Yasver Zulueta, Pedro Leon, Oneil Cruz, Duke Ellis rookie on the light blue sparkle there for the Yankees, and Hardy, and a Blake Snell here for the Dodgers. Yeah, injuries can definitely suck. You got to manage hard. You got to manage hard if it's daily. I'm always looking at the pitching batter matchups every day, see who my best starts are based on how they've done against the guys in the past and who's hot and who's not. And I wish Eric was in here so we could talk to him about his strategy a little bit. He could share his side of it. Spencer Torkelson, Matt Strom. Maybe we'll get him in here one night. Tariq Skubal for the Detroit Tigers. Tyson Kawhi. And Ronel Blanco and Framber Valdez for the Astros. Eric Tovar. So Eric will take this one outright since he owns over half the card. Josh Young for the Rangers. Christian Mena for the Diamondbacks. How about the big unit, Randy Johnson? Also for the Diamondbacks, Chris Moore, get you some. And there's another Pete Fairbanks, Tampa Bay Rays, Todd Moore with the hit. Sean Reynolds rookie card. San Diego Padres. Yeah, with only 3 moves per week, you really got to be deciduous, you know. Kevin Gausman for the Blue Jays. Hurston Waldrop. It's not like a variation. I thought maybe upside down one of those might be, but nope. Hurston Waldrop, rookie. Braves. Josh Thompson getting the Waldrop rookie. Freddie Peralta. Ivan Herrera. Trey Lipscomb. Connor Wong for the Boston Red Sox. Daniel Sheenman, rookie here. Dark blue. Cleveland Guardians. Mike Reed taking the hit. Let's go, Mike. And a Zach Galoff for the Oakland A's. Todd Moore says that's enough, Fairbanks. He doesn't know who he is, but he'll take him. All right. If you're watching this over on YouTube, come join us in the Facebook group. We have a great time over in these breaks. Talking. I'm talking to everybody in the chat right now, so you're missing out on that if you're over on YouTube. Come join us in Facebook. We got 2,200 members, hardcore collectors just like yourself. Jacob Young from the Washington Nationals. Heston Kierstead for the Baltimore Orioles. Brian Reynolds for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Jameson Taillon for the Chicago Cubs. Joey Cantillo for the Guardians. There's Luis Angel Acuna. That's Ronald's little brother. Chris Moore taking that one. Let's go, Chris. Francisco Alvarez on the dark blue here. Nice. Matt Holliday for the Rockies, Todd Moore. And those Baltimore Orioles is Jeremy Sibley with Jackson Holliday, a little father and son big leaguers right there. That'll go into the roll-off at the end. We'll roll the die one time. I'll show you how we do it at the end. I'll explain. I'll go through all of that. Joe wants more Fairbanks. Pete, they know. Hey, if you didn't know who Pete Fairbanks was before, you do now, don't you? All right, Chris Bryant over here for the Rockies. Joey Loperfido for the Toronto Blue Jays. J-Ram, Jose Ramirez, Cleveland Guardians. Andrew Benintendi for the Chicago White Sox. Walter Pennington for the Texas Rangers. How about a Yoshinobu Yamamoto for the Dodgers? I thought it might be a little variation, but no such luck. If you get a variation, there's not as many this year, but it'll be like right here. It used to be like right under the number. This year it'll be a little over to the right from the bat, like in that section right there. It'll say what kind of variation it is. So Yamamoto there. Reed Detmers for the Angels. And Luis Peralta for the Rockies. 3 more packs here. If you're in our 2025 Topps Chrome Black half case pick your team break number 4, that's coming up at 9 p.m. Eastern. We'll also run the duck races. Some of y'all are in the duck race minis. We'll run those after this. Just got to get them set up, and we'll be back live to run those. Ronel Blanco. I'll give everybody a tag if you're in them. Roldis Chapman, Michael Kopech, Luis Matos, Taj Bradley, Nico Cavadas, Spencer Strider, the stash, back in the rotation now. Kevin Alcantara for the Chicago Cubbies. All right. Oh, we got a little black action. Jacob Wilson here for the Oakland A's. We'll put him over here in the nice rookie pile. Vidal Brujan for the Miami Marlins. Thomas Segisi for the Cardinals. Manny Machado for the Padres. And how about a Bo Naylor on the black? Cleveland Guardians. Mike Reed taking the hit. In the past, these used to be, so they're not numbered. They used to be a short print to 50. I don't know if that's still the print run of them, but they're from opening cases and as many cards as I have, they're definitely short print. No doubt about that. Baltimore Orioles, Jeremy Sibley. But you can't quote me on the number because I don't know anymore. That was Brian Mountcastle for the Orioles and Jeremy Sibley. Andrew Haney on the team color match. Light blue sparkle. Texas Rangers, also Jeremy Sibley. Jeremy Sibley going off here at the end. Edwin Diaz for the New York Mets on the back. All right, we got one more pack here. Take a little good luck chug there. Good luck, everybody. Last pack. Jackson Churio on top, Milwaukee Brewers, 24 record breaker. He's the first MLB player to record a 20-homer plus 20 steal season at age 20. A 20-20-20 man in a different way, so to speak. The Brew Crew, Wayne Bremley, to be 20 years old and that good, man. That's wild. Yogi Berra, New York Yankees. Artie Giordano Jr., Jake Eater for the Chicago White Sox. Hunter Green for the Reds. We got Byron Buxton for the Minnesota Twins. How about Yuki Matsui for the San Diego Padres over here? Joe Hensel on the white. We got Brent Rooker, light blue sparkle for the Oakland Athletics, and Hardy. All right, last card is going to be Will Smith. Sturdy backstop for the Dodgers. Will Smith. Top load up this Jacob Wilson and this Roki Sasaki, and we'll get a little recap on some of our premium hits over here, a handful of them, and then we'll do the die roll for those doubles and triples. If there's multiple of them, which I don't think there are, I usually split them up, but I think these are all different. All right, so on the rookie side, we did have Roki Sasaki for the Dodgers, Jacob Wilson for the A's, and Dylan Cruz for the Nationals. 3 top rookies there. Had Pete Alonso on the light blue sparkle for the New York Mets. Austin Riley on a little foil action on the 25th anniversary for the Braves. And Big Christmas, John Kinsey Noel for the Cleveland Guardians. On the board, how about a 76 border parallel right here for Willie Castro, 32 of 76 for the Minnesota Twins. I went through all my teams here, didn't I? Noel Guardians, Riley Braves, Alonso Mets, Cruz Nationals, Wilson Athletics, and Sasaki Dodgers. All right, Tampa Bay Rays, the man of the hour, the man of the break, Pete Fairbanks, 49 of 50 on the gold right there. And last but certainly not least, Mr. David Festa on-card autograph there for those Minnesota Twins. Real quick before we roll them off, I do want to remind you tomorrow in the group, we're bringing it back, the 2024 Panini National Treasures first off-the-line version. You can find at least 8 autographs or memorabilia cards per box on average, along with 1 bonus first off-the-line autograph number 25. The Roderick Arias we pulled that was a 5, the first off-the-line exclusive in the last break. The patch was so disgusting, y'all. So we're really looking forward to that break tomorrow. We're throwing a box of 2024 Heritage High Number Series in with it for a nice little mixer. That'll drop at 12 p.m. Eastern in the Facebook group to claim teams. First come, first serve basis in the comments when it drops. There is a price preview pinned up in the featured section of the group now if you want to check it out in advance. It's also got a team checklist in Excel that I got moved over there so you can check it out, sorted by the team. And also I've got the Beckett preview up as well. So if you want to give that one a look, feel free to do so. Bo Naylor. Also have Bo Naylor here on the black for the Guardians. Let me get that in the top loader too. And we'll roll the die. All right, so here's how this is going to work. For the triples, there's 3 of them. Really? So there's 3 players on each one of these. I think they're all different. Let's just make sure. Yeah, okay. So we roll the die 1 and 2. The player on the top will take the card. If it's 3 and 4, the player on the bottom left will take the card. And if it's 5 and 6, the player on the bottom right will take the card. That will be the same throughout, all 5 of them. Only rule is it's got to stay on the table here. And that's going to be a 2. So the top player on each card, that team, will take those. Let me write that down. Where's my pen? Let me get a pen really fast. Got one right here. Okay, so triple is the top. Okay, so on the dual, we've only got 2 of them here. But 1 through 3 will be the player on the left. 4 through 6 will be the player on the right for those cards. Again, same rule. Only rule is got to stay on the table. Black are 1 in 107 packs. Yeah, again, that doesn't tell me how many of them there are, but it's pretty rare. Few per case. That's a 5 right there. Going to be a 5. So the player on the right, Jackson Holiday and Emmanuel Clase, are going to take the duels. You could probably, Bernard, I bet we could go through and if we knew how many cases were made and what the odds were. There's people who can break it down. Like, I don't know. You know, I probably could if I really, really want to spend some time with it. But we could probably break that down and figure out how many are in the print run. But 1 in 107 packs is pretty rare. All right, everybody, that's that for tonight's Heritage Break. Do appreciate y'all getting in on eBay. If you like our eBay breaks, we do have 2025 Bowman baseball coming out this week. Actually releases on Wednesday. We're under 48 hours away. And we've got a pick your player break, half case of hobby. Pick your player break. All 300 plus players in the checklist are up for auction, up for bid in that one. If you like prospecting, go get in. All the best prospects, rookies, vets, and a few legends on that checklist. Would love to have you. That ends on release day Wednesday. I think the auction started around 5 p.m. Eastern with Aaron Judge, and go off alphabetically in 1 minute intervals for about 6 hours or so. I think there's 360-ish players. So, yes, about between 5 and a couple minutes after 11 there, all the auctions are going to go off. So, go get some bids in. They all start at only $199 per player. And, of course, I can't guarantee you they'll all end there at $199, but sometimes you can find some deals, And a lot of the big players, of course, are going to go a lot higher. We got some really good prospects in there. So a couple real high draft picks from last year, along with some great international guys and some high school kids. Really good players in this year's Bowman class. So definitely to go with all the rookies. So would definitely love to have you guys and girls in that break if you'd like. So go get your watch list ready. Go get some bids down. And come join us on Wednesday for Bowman. We'll also have some pick your team breaks of the jumbo hobby starting on Thursday here. We're reserving Wednesday so you can focus on the player breaks. And then we'll also have the second half of that case will be on Sunday for Mother's Day, so that you can get all your wives. You can buy all your wives and mothers a couple players for the break. I know they'd love to get in that. So. All right. Anybody needs anything, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Justin Roper right here on Facebook. If I don't get back to you immediately, I'll definitely get back to you as soon as I possibly can. I'll see most of you here shortly for the Topps Chrome Black break at 10 p.m. Eastern. We'll get off here, get ready for the duck race, and get that ran. In the meantime, for now, peace out from the East Coast. Y'all have a good one. Well, if I can end it. Where's my screen? Well, this is interesting. I don't have the I don't have the screen up here on the Facebook. I don't know what happened to it. The page is unresponsive. Maybe I should refresh it, I guess. This is not good. I don't know how to end this. Never had this happen before. I don't really know what's happening here. There we go. I was getting a little worried right there.